Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you Thursday, January the 30th. The year's 2020. Let's talk trading. Bouncing back. Yesterday, I talked about the perfect trade. What happens when you have a trade that's not so perfect, or a trade that causes a loss? What should you do? Most likely, you should do what you just did. Now, what I mean is you should follow your plan. If you didn't follow your plan, well, then that's what you should do. But if you followed your plan and the trade resulted in a loss, yeah, it stung a little, but you probably don't need to change anything. You need to have faith in your system and just do it. Now, if you didn't follow your risk management and you allowed the trade to run away from you and you lost more than you were willing to lose, then shame on you, especially if you've been watching my videos, because you know I bring this screen up in just about every video in the beginning. Because, see, you shouldn't really have to have that, gut blow, that death punch. You shouldn't have to absorb that. No, you should have your stop loss in place with the correct position size so you don't risk any more than you're willing to lose on that trade. So you really don't have to bounce back per se. But yeah, you might take 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 losses in a row. And you're like, oh man, what should I do? This system's not working. Well, maybe it is working. Maybe that's just part of the overall frequency distribution of your system, the trades. Because who knows? The next 10 trades might be winners. Because if you think about it, and I want you to just pause for a moment and think about it. If you have 10 wins in a row, are you going to question your system? Are you going to doubt your system? Are you going to do anything to change your system? Most likely you're not. So if you have 5 losses in a row, unless you're doing something wrong, but if your system says over the long haul it's going to pay out, well, you just take those 5 losses in a row in stride. You have faith in the system. And you put that next trade on, you don't second guess it, and you just carry on. Now, of course, boys and girls, fellow traders, you have to remember these videos are for educational purposes only, and your results may vastly differ from mine. And that trading is very, very, very risky, and you could lose all your money. So, you're seeking financial advice, trading advice, investing advice, seek it from an accredited financial professional. One of those people that when you see behind them on the wall, there's this certificate in a glassed in frame that says they're an accredited financial professional. They went to a training or school. They've got the education. It says that they're an accredited financial professional. That way, if you take their advice and you lose your money, or you give them your money and they lose your money, you know your money was lost by an accredited financial professional and not by some guy with a funny name who makes trading videos or who posts on websites or sends you things in the email. No, you got your advice from an accredited financial professional. Okay, disclaimers over. It's Thursday. There's still a lot of gaps to fill. Doesn't look like dollar yen wants to fill this gap. What's happened here? Now, just the other day, this was a green candle. Now it's red. As you can see, it crossed below the weekly open in 28 pips to the good. So here, we've also crossed below the yearly open. Right there. 12 pips below. So another horizontal line cross trade right there. Let's see. Let's switch back to dollar yen. Okay, dollar yen went through the opening range for the first day of the week, which was Monday. You see here we're about 12 pips below that. We're in the first trading day of the month's range, and considering tomorrow is the last trading day of the month, it's kind of interesting how if you look here at the month, how price oscillated, down from the open, up through the open, now back down through the open. So that's why sometimes these open prices trades can prove to be profitable, just the way price seems to move. Okay, here. Oh, well, let's see. Let's go and look at the euro dollar. Here, we're right bumping on the high of the first trading day of the week, that opening range right there. And right here, we've got the new beast. Now, if you look at it, this is the opening range here for the first day of the week, and you see here it tested it, pulled back, tested, pulled back, tested a third time, shot through, and it is up by 223 pips. Not bad for a horizontal line trade. But remember, boys and girls, your results may differ from mine. I only present these ideas for educational purposes. And looking here at the dollar yen, let's just switch this to H4. Once again, showing that oscillation through the weekly open. And we can look at the euro dollar here. You see it came down and now crossed above the open. And that's the weekly open. And the new beast, as you can see, it just took off from the get-go. That train left, it didn't come back. Now, dollar yen here on the inside bar. We're outside of out of the daily, weekly, and monthly. Now, the pound New Zealand, as you can see here, it went above and into the monthly inside bar and the weekly inside bar. So, and then the daily was 22 days ago. That's trading days. For the range, we've got some action here, mainly in the pound pairs. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over 100. And you can see dollar yen still dropping. 38 pips below that daily low. Let's look here at the euro dollar. Oh yeah, I was going to turn that off here. Dashboard. Change charts to false. So now it won't charts. Now we'll be looking at the euro on a few of these. And the euro, as you can see, broke out through that daily high. Only 34 pips, though. And the new beast, as we saw before, broke out huge. Oh, that's not the new beast. That's the pound dollar. The new beast here. 221 pips right now. Crossed over the 2.000. Oh, if you want to use all three. Okay, here we go. Weekly highest open on the euro. Putting in dollar yen, the lowest H1 open right here for the week. And the beast just put in highest open. Might look for a little retracement here. On the buy zone, you can see we hit the pivot because it was right by the open on the euro. On dollar yen, it missed the pivot again. Rat zone, range too low. on the euro. Range is large enough on the dollar yen. So look for green rats to get some right here, get some cheese. And red rats on the new beast, pound New Zealand. Look for the red rats to get some cheese. Here, looking at the pivots, coming down here, we're heading toward weekly S2. And looks like we missed the weekly pivot. Let's see, I think I need to go back, put the yen back here. Yes. In and out of the wick zone. You see here you had an opportunity a few hours ago, came in and fell back out. Simple horizontal line trade. And once again showing the previous day's low. Simple horizontal line trade. The Einstein line. Since I've been switching back and forth, you can see that yellow line is from the current 1 minute candle. And once again, we don't have much tick information either because I kept switching charts. Okay, we can see dollar yen right here is in the daily ATR zone. So look for a reversal, but it never did hit the week. You can see right there, whoops. It just didn't make it to the weekly ATR zone. Lower low, lower low, lower low. Across the board there. And we look at the euro. Higher high on the daily, lower low on the weekly, and lower low on the monthly. And the new beast, higher high daily, higher high weekly, and on the monthly, lower highs and higher lows. Okay, looking at the high-low crisscross, you can see here where price took out those lows. So now for price to make any move, it has to start taking out highs and lows again. And this is on the H1. You can do this on the daily or any other time frame, but I like to do it on this one. Now, there was a trader out there that asked me about having an indicator that counts the number of higher highs and lower lows, in a row. So here we've got the 2016 multimeter HHLL bars indicator. So you can see here on the 1 minute chart, we had 3 higher highs, but this is starting from 1 bar ago. So right here, we're looking at H1. So you see 1 bar from 1 bar ago. See, we have a lower low, but this was a higher low, so there was only 1. So it starts counting from here rather than from the new bar or the current bar, simply because when the bar opens, everything is going to be, for the most part, it's not going to register. So you really are not concerned with the current bar because you're watching it. So you can see, is it making a higher low or lower low? This indicator just tells you what happened previously, so you can see which way price is moving, if it's moving at all. So here on the daily chart, you can see we had a higher high and a higher high. So there was 2 higher highs in a row. But today, not so much. So that's it, fellow traders. I hope you have a good week, and I hope you didn't have to bounce back from any losses. Okay? So have a safe weekend, and remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell, share this video all over the internet, send it to your trading buddies. And just remember, when you come back to trade, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks.